The Union Budget for 2025, presented by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, marks another significant step in India's journey toward economic stability and growth. The budget, announced on February 1, 2025, is expected to bring about notable changes in various sectors including agriculture, infrastructure, healthcare, and taxation. In this video, we will break down the key points of the budget and analyze how it impacts different segments of Indian society and the economy as a whole. Economic growth projections and overview. Nirmala Sitharaman started the budget speech by highlighting India's impressive resilience in the face of global economic uncertainty. The Indian economy, according to the finance minister, is projected to continue its upward trajectory, with GDP growth expected to remain robust in 2025. Sitharaman emphasized that India's fiscal discipline remains strong, with a focus on maintaining a sustainable fiscal deficit, while still making room for necessary public spending to fuel growth. Focus on infrastructure and investment. A key highlight of this year's budget is the continued emphasis on infrastructure development. The finance minister has allocated a significant portion of the budget towards improving transportation, energy, and digital infrastructure. This includes a renewed push for smart cities, green energy projects, and the expansion of the national highway network. Investment in infrastructure is seen as a vital tool for boosting employment, facilitating ease of doing business, and propelling economic growth. The government has also introduced measures to attract foreign investments, offering tax incentives to businesses and streamlining procedures to create a more investor-friendly environment. Agriculture and rural development. Agriculture remains a central focus in this year's budget. The government has announced additional funding for farmer welfare schemes, including improved irrigation facilities, better access to credit, and the introduction of advanced agricultural technology. To support rural development, the government has also proposed a comprehensive plan to improve rural healthcare, sanitation, and education. These measures aim to improve the livelihood of farmers and rural workers, bridging the urban-rural divide. The budget also addresses the need for sustainable agricultural practices and increasing the income levels of farmers, a recurring theme in recent budgets. Taxation reforms. On the taxation front, Nirmala Sitharaman has introduced a series of reforms aimed at simplifying the tax structure, both for individuals and businesses. The budget proposes a reduction in income tax rates for middle-class individuals, providing much-needed relief amid rising inflation. In addition, the government plans to introduce a new digital tax collection system to improve transparency and ease of compliance. For corporations, there are measures to reduce the tax burden and streamline the tax payment process, which is expected to improve the ease of doing business and encourage investment in key sectors such as technology and manufacturing. Healthcare and education. A major area of focus in the budget is improving healthcare infrastructure. With the lessons learned from the COVID-19 pandemic, the government has outlined a substantial increase in the allocation for public healthcare services, including building new hospitals, upgrading existing facilities, and expanding the availability of medical supplies and personnel. Similarly, education continues to be a priority, with additional funds set aside for skill development and the modernization of educational institutions. The government is investing heavily in digital learning, which has become an essential tool for students across the country, especially in remote areas. Green economy and sustainable development. In line with global trends toward sustainability, the budget places a strong emphasis on green energy and climate change initiatives. India's commitment to reducing its carbon footprint was reinforced with the announcement of new subsidies for renewable energy projects, electric vehicles, and green technology innovation. These initiatives aim to position India as a leader in the global green economy while also creating jobs and reducing dependency on fossil fuels. Social welfare and inclusivity. The budget also outlines several initiatives aimed at enhancing social welfare and inclusivity. The government has increased funding for programs aimed at improving the lives of women, children, and marginalized communities. This includes expanded access to social security, nutrition programs, and housing schemes for low-income families. Additionally, there is a focus on creating more opportunities for youth employment and skill building, which is crucial in a country with such a large and young population. Implications for the common man. For the common man, the budget is expected to bring relief through reduced taxes and increased access to essential services like healthcare, education, and housing. The focus on job creation, digital infrastructure, and support for small businesses will also provide new opportunities for employment and entrepreneurship. However, some critics argue that certain sectors, like agriculture, need even more targeted support, especially in rural areas that still face persistent challenges. Conclusion. The 2025 Union Budget, presented by Nirmala Sitharaman, reflects the government's ongoing efforts to ensure economic growth, social welfare, and sustainable development. With a focus on infrastructure, agriculture, tax reforms, and social inclusivity, this budget aims to create a more resilient and equitable India. As we look forward, the success of these measures will depend on effective implementation and the ability to address the evolving challenges faced by the economy. In the coming months, it will be important to monitor how the proposed reforms play out and whether they translate into tangible improvements in the lives of the Indian population. The 2025 Union Budget marks an ambitious step forward, but its true impact will unfold in the years ahead. What do you think of the budget's key provisions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on India's financial developments.